The two most popular options of camera cages for the Sony A7S III are the small rig camera cage and the Tilta camera cage, but I have another option here that may be a good fit for you. It's called the YC Onion Blade, and this was custom built for the A7S III, apparently with aviation aluminum alloy, which means not only will it be able to withstand the elements and prevent you from dinging up your camera, but if you hold on to it and think real hard, it'll fly you to faraway lands. Let me start with some things I really love about the cage, and then I'll end with some things that I don't love about it. The first pro for me is how it fits on my camera and how it makes my camera look. Basically, it was designed for the A7S III, so it sits really close to the camera body and wraps around it. This aspect of the cage is different from the Tilta and the small rig cage, since the other two have more of a square cage design, while this one contours the shape of the camera. All the ports are easy to access and they aren't inhibited by the cage in any way. In fact, the cage gives you quite a lot of space. I can pull out my SD cards, I can access my battery, and add all different cables to the left side of the camera really easily. This red cold shoe arm doesn't impede my ability to press any buttons on top of the camera either. Another reason I love the design is because you can take off this part. It's detachable. So I'll go to the bottom of the cage to find the magnetically attached multi-tool, and I'll just undo these two screws real quick. The cage is still stable, and now I have easier access to these buttons if I want. If you're wanting to use something like a top handle though, which YC Onion offers with some options like their universal wooden top handle or the mini top handle, then I'd suggest leaving this arm on. You'd want your setup to be as tight and snug as possible if you're going to hold it from basically one contact point. There's tons of threaded holes on the cage, so you can add whatever mounts for accessories that you'd like, and something else that's nice are these screw points, which allow you to fully lock the camera into the cage via the camera's camera strap holes. I haven't done this myself yet because of a few accessories I have that require these rings, and when you buy the cage it comes with the screws to screw these in as well. That prevents any moving or wiggling of the camera in the cage if that bottom screw becomes loose, which does happen sometimes. Last bit of the video here, don't click off just yet. What kind of person would I be if I didn't mention the downsides of the cage? For one, it is more expensive than the Tilta and the small rig. It's about $168 on Amazon, while the Tilta is $100 and the small rig is a surprising $40. Something that frustrates me about the cage is that the universal wooden side grip isn't actually universal, so I can't attach it to the right side of the cage. Even if I take off the red cold shoe arm, the holes on the right side are too close to each other. The screws in the side handle can't scoot anymore in either. I thought maybe it was just me being dumb, because that happens often, but when I looked at the pictures of the handle on different rig setups that they have, it was always on the left side. This is a problem because, like most people, I hold with my right and then I pull focus with my left. The last thing that's a downside is that if you have a smaller hand, it may be harder for you to fully grip the right side of the camera. Because the cage wraps around the front, it can be hard to get the grip that you normally could get with a square cage like the Tilta and the small rig. Just food for thought. I'll leave a link in the description if you would like to check it out more, and if you've already purchased a cage for your A7S III, I would love to know which one you picked up and if you like it or not, what you think of it. So shoot me a comment below, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your week.